Now, if you saw the last video, friend, you saw what we did with our man Gambit, right? We took that boy from rags to riches. We pulled him up out of the gutter. You see, initially, right, he had no Odins Blessings. He had a stage 6 Power of Angry Hulk, and he had a regular proc Obelisk. It was a 200 proc Obelisk with ignore dodge. It was basically like, free to play energy is what it was. And we took him through the paces. I first put the energy on him, then went back into, well, initially I clocked his time with that original build, then I put energy on him, clocked his time again, and then I went ahead and threw 14 Odin's Blessings on him and saw exactly what the difference was. Now, we're basically going to be doing the same exact thing with our boy Cable today. So this way you guys can see, what all these additional materials, resources, building components, what this actually gets you in terms of actual damage and gameplay. It's going to be a little bit different because, right, so this is basically, right, no Odin's Blessings right now. He's got a stage 10, and he does have a rage on. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to swap the rage for a 200 proc Obelisk, and then I'm going to put an energy on him. So I'm going to leave the build as it is, take him in, clock his time. Swap the energy or the rage for the proc Obelisk while leaving the rest of the build the same, and then the energy throw some Odin's Blessings on him, so on and so forth. Basically the same exact Gambit treatment. But first, so I asked in the last video if you guys wanted to see me open these chests here. I got I think there's 18 of these BAMF boxes, the Nightcrawler pack, because I'd like to awaken them. Some people asking if, to see some Nightcrawler gameplay, and I'd like to awaken them, but I'm short on feathers. And the day that I thought that I would actually go out of my way to try and acquire more feathers, right? It's always when these updates happen. So somebody said they wanted to see it, so I'll pop these open. We'll see what we actually get out of these chests to see what the drop rate is actually looking like. So let's go ahead and let's pop all these bad boys here. Nightcrawler bios. I don't think I need those, and I don't need those crystals. I'm overcapped on the crystals. More crystals. I mean, I just want the feathers. Okay, some TCP. More crystals. Some 50. Okay, sure. 100. That's moving the right. More crystals. Wow. It's like they know I want the feathers, and it's like, because how much gold was that? Is that just 5 million gold? That's what it looks like. These notifications, man, they're killing me. I'll have to turn those off. Yeah, I think that's just 5 million gold. Not too bad, but dude, I got so many crystals and I don't even want them. I do not want these crystals. How many did I get? 500, 600, 700, 750, 800, 1,300 crystals. When I would much rather have the feathers. I got a fair bit of Nightcrawler bios. Really not worth it, right? The mutant materials, pretty much everyone's overcapped until something like this comes along. But the crystals, they're like useless to me right now. All right, I had to turn off those down notifications. Yeah, I have to mention, the last few videos, it seems that a lot of people are actually catching them. I'm guessing a lot of that has to do with the update, but it seems like the channel's catching fire, man. A lot of people are just now discovering the channel, and a lot of people are saying I'm just finding the channel. You should you deserve more subscribers. Keep in mind the channel still it's less than 2 months old. So for where it is, for the age of the channel, it seems to be growing at a decent pace. I'm not complaining here. And we're gonna get into this Cable gameplay, but first, you already know there's always a but first, right? So let's pop open some of these comments here, and let's rock and roll. All right, this is from Steph. Okay, TSM. It's from TSM. What do you think of a girl roast? I'm level 8 VIP. My AGN is that right there. Okay, yeah, I saw this, and I said, okay, ladies first, right? I'm a gentleman. Ladies first. Let's pull up her account. All right, here we are. Here is her account, Trocia if I'm pronouncing that correctly. All right, let's take a look at her cards. Okay, so she has 2 premium cards. She got the baby spider and the cable. Okay, so first and foremost, don't do that. Don't do that. You're splitting the crafting, right? So you got 1 star on the baby spider, and you have 3 stars on this card. Just craft 1 card at once. You're going to get much more value a lot quicker doing it that way. So just focus on 1 card, maybe finish the cable card. Okay, yeah, I do this cable card, 1 attack stat, with crit rate, not too shabby. This one here, I'd probably re-roll. I'd re-roll this. I'd get at least 1 of the attack stats on it, even if it's like, I'd say at least 3 quality with 1 of the attack stats if you don't have that many options. If you have options and you could be a little more patient, then, you probably try for something a little bit better. 7 quality in this card. Not too bad. All attack with the physical attack. It's got the crit damage as the other fixed stat. See about this one. It's not a bad roll either. You got crit rate energy attack, and then this is probably one of the best rolls on this card. Actually, you got the physical attack proc, physical attack, and then the ignored defense on there. Not too shabby. Let's take a look at the stats. Okay, so you're a little low on the ignore defense, but I'm sure some uniform options and 4th gear roll can make up for that. All your other stats look okay. Maybe a little low on the attack speed, but your attack looks pretty good. All right, let's take a look at your roster here. Okay, destruction on Scarlet Witch. I'm pretty sure she has penetration as her passive, along with okay, you got them both on Quicksilver too. I'm pretty sure they both have penetration on their passive, so destruction, yeah, I wouldn't do that. And okay, so Odin's Blessings on both of them, I'd probably take these off, give them to somebody that matters, somebody that you have a better build on. Okay, let's see, Silver Surfer again, yeah, Greed, Odin's Blessings, no bueno, take those off. Same with Thanos. Let's see, okay, you got 1 on this guy with the PvP build. Yeah, rule of thumb, PvP build, the only Odin's Blessing you should have on them are the heal Odin's Blessings. Maybe besides like Sentry or Null, still trying to figure out about Null, but Sentry's like that unicorn as it seems. So yeah, all these characters here, and even these, because you have destruction. I don't know how much work they're doing for you with that, because like I said, they have the penetration, and I'm pretty sure it penetrates all the same things. So you might as well have your guard break, crit damage, proc, obelisk on them. Right, okay. And destruction on this guy, I think he has some penetration as well, like on his 3rd. I don't think he does though, but again, okay, let's see Sharon Rogers. Okay, take some of those Odin Blessings, give them to Sharon Rogers. She has an energy that's the best CTP for her. Give those to her. See what you got on Hulk. Okay, you got the... All right, and those... Okay, so Hulk, he deals damage based on his HP. So all these, they're not doing anything for him. All they're doing is giving, maybe a little bit of the additional secondary stat, like, the steel one, the crit, physical attack, crit damage, Odin's Blessing. It's basically just giving him the crit damage. So, get more use out of that. Give it to, let's see, who do you have down here? Moon Knight. Okay. Yeah, and take that heal off of him. Give it to Hulk if he already doesn't have 4. And if you have another energy, give it to him as well. Man, you awaken Sif, huh? With her transcendence. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Yeah. I don't maybe because you're a girl, it's a girl thing, and you like her as a character, but yeah, I can't see her doing really any work for you. I would have totally did this guy or like Moonstone or Bullseye. There's many others I would have did before her. Just none at all. Okay, so okay, you got Odin's Blessing with energy on her. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yeah, so okay, destruction on him. He definitely will perform. I think he would even do better with like a lightning damage proc obelisk than this destruction here. That's my personal opinion. Or if you could get like a double lightning damage, that definitely work better if you're short on energies. But yeah, if you have another one. Okay, what do you have on Ghost Rider here? Okay, no Odin's Blessings on him. Yeah, give him Odin's Blessings. Some of those PvP characters, they have Odin's Blessings on. Give to Ghost Rider. Give to Moon Knight, Beta Ray Bill. And yeah, so you're trying to get this guy done and Cable done as well. They'll do some work for you. Yeah, so yes, do some of those swapping, and definitely her as well. She's one of the stronger tunes for KNULL. But okay, so there's my advice to you. Make those changes, and on the card situation, just do 1 card. Just finish this one here. Finish that one. That'll bring you more value, and then try to get a better roll on that one. All right, next up here, who do we have? All right, ND. I feel bad, or I feel like I build up characters right when they begin to fall into obscurity, and I don't care what people are saying. Surfer is still God for PvP. Okay, yeah, you know, I'm kind of guilt. Well, I do things in a different way. What I tend to do is I will prematurely, I'll take off, you know, somebody's build, and then it'll turn out that like I'll actually need them for ABX or something, and I'll have to give them a build again in the future. So I wasted crystals and maybe even like, you know, like over equipped on some of the, like the mythic Uru that they had, or you know, it's just, you know, stuff like that. I think, you know, we all jump the gun on some things every once in a while, but Silver Surfer, yeah, you know, he's really good. He's really good. There's no doubt for PvP. But you know, Sentry is just like, if you know, depending on where your account's at, how many options you have, Sentry is going to be able to basically do it all for you, even with the PvE build. So going out of your way for Silver Surfer might not be the, you know, the best option, and I think that's what we're saying. But if you have different thoughts on that, let me know. Let me know in the comments. All right, next up, this guy says, yes, please, Cable with an energy and Deadpool with regen. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're doing Cable with energy, and if you guys want to see Deadpool with the regen, let me know on that. And that's from Lag. We'll call him Lag. All right. Oh, and by the way, if I pull up your comment and like your IGN's on there and I don't roast you, it's only because of the length of the time on the video, and a lot of it's just kind of random, so nothing personal. All right, the Chad says, click subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video, leave a comment, share a video, spend 3 minutes to help the guy who spends hours helping us. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. The Chad is. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. If you know, if you're new to the channel or you're watching videos, you're not subscribed, do that. Do that. You know, it's gonna. I mentioned this before. It's gonna motivate me to, you know, get over here and you know, put these videos out. Right. The more people I see actually enjoying the videos, the more I'm gonna, you know, put love into them and you know, just get more out for you guys. Appreciate the comment, man. All right, next up. Your comparisons and testing are a step above the rest. Even the CTP comparisons and stuff, I would have never guessed Null and Sentry are better with an energy. Appreciate you taking the shot for the team. Yeah, hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, you know, see, the thing was, you know, before I started making, you know, the content, I didn't see anybody doing anything like this. And I had all these questions, and you know, in a lot of cases I was going to do this stuff anyways. For the most part, there's probably some things that I've definitely done that I probably wouldn't have done just to help, you know, other people out, other people that had questions about it. But yeah, for the most part, I'd probably do a lot of the stuff anyways. And if I can, you know, it's a little inconvenient for me to, you know, do this all on camera versus just like if I'm like laying in bed and just playing the game and just doing all this stuff. You know, just prioritizing all this and making the adjustments. But you know, if it's going to help you guys out, and you know, then hey, I think it's a win. I think it's a win, and I'm glad to hear that it's helping other people out. All right, thanks for the comment. All right, next up. Hey bro, you said not to put Odin's Blessings on a PvP tune. Should I change my Silver Surfer CTP? IGN HGGMS. All right, here we are. So he's asking about his Silver Surfer and his CTP. Okay, so Odin's Blessings, yeah, like agreed. They're not doing any real work for you in PvE, right? They're just not. So those Odin Blessings, they're basically PvE Odin's Blessings, other than the HP one. And Greed, yeah, I think, you know, he's probably decent with it, but regen's going to be better for him for PvP. It just is. Flat out. And I'd say take that off, give it to Gene, but you already have one on Gene. And again, you know, some of those Odin's Blessings you probably give them to a character that actually matters. The only other character that I would say, I've heard people putting like Greed working on Null. I have one on Black Widow. I think she's really good with Greed. So I'd say Black Widow would be my only other suggestion. Maybe Null. I don't have all the information quite yet. So yeah, there you have it. Hope that helps you out, man. All right, next up we have, oh my days, is Silver Surfer good with an energy? My imagination tells me he is, but I'm not sure. I've never, okay, I've seen people put like, you know, regen, greed, destruction, rage, Never Energy, Never Energy. Let me know if anybody has ever heard Silver Surfer working with an energy. That is one I have never seen before, but let me know. I'm gonna say no, but you know, if anybody knows about it, let us all know. All right, next up. Wow, man, I didn't expect he skipped most of the phases in DRX. I think you one-shot every other boss. It's a nice video, man. I have him. I'll try to do him next. Man, I asked you another set of ABX videos because cap raise. Yeah, so the ABX thing, like, it's very time consuming because I definitely wouldn't want to put out anything that I wasn't sure was the best, the absolute best strategy and the best rotation. And how I am, you know, I'll sit there for a long time perfecting it just to get it right. Things are now interesting now that the caps are raised. So maybe you know, some days here and there I'll do ABX stuff, or if a lot of people are like, man, I want ABX stuff, then I'll start doing it. Otherwise, I probably won't make that a main priority. Like I said, here and there, sprinkling in there, but not a main priority. All right, next up. Man, just found your channel. Didn't know you had one. Great stuff, bro. I usually play a lot of DRX with you and Shrey. Laugh out loud. Anyways, thanks for the videos, man. Take care. After watching some of your videos, it's very apparent you care a lot about your content, and I love which I love and respect. Subbed and keep up the great work, my friend. Thanks. It's from Nikon Truth. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, we used to rock it out in Danger Room Extreme before the crafted cards, and we were killing it. We would kill it, and you know, before the whole crafted card situation. I don't play as much anymore. And yeah, you know, I'm pretty much anything I do, I try to do it with some sort of, you know, degree of merit and resilience. It's just my style, So, you know, I don't want to put junk out there, you know, for you guys. And yeah, I've said this a lot of people are saying, I didn't even know you had a channel. I'm just finding it. That seems to be, you know, the general consensus for a lot of players. All right, man. Thanks for the comment. All right, next up. We need some whale gambling videos. Okay, so I put a video out. It was maybe a couple weeks ago. The title was like, did the Marvel Future Fight gods, did the MFF gods bless us with a brilliant, or something like that? That's what the title is. It's got Deadpool. It's got Deadpool on the going like this, and it's, you know, got some stuff like that. I think it has Sif on it as well, because that was when we found out she didn't have a uniform. And I said in that video, if this video got 500 likes, I would do another one. It's at like 300 something. So if you guys want to see it, you know, get that video up to 500 likes, and I have no other choice than to do another video. But maybe I will otherwise. Maybe I will otherwise. All right, thanks, Razor Star 11. Next up, Fate Zero. Hey, my dude. Always appreciate the time you take making videos for us. Side note, I did some CTP swapping, and for my account and or playstyle, Moon Knight performed better with Rage versus Energy. All runs on KNULL. His energy did, however, work better for Gwenom than Rage. Maybe I'm the exception to the rule for Moon Knight. Okay, yeah, I think you might be. I'm guessing it's maybe your play style. Maybe you're not getting that so you got the 3, 5, 6. Maybe on the next 3, 5, 4, you're not getting that 5 into the proc. Maybe you're not timing that correctly, because that's where a lot of the damage lies. Getting all those hits from 5 in the proc. Makes a huge difference. It makes like in ABX, when I would do that and I noticed the 5 wasn't getting into the proc, it could be like it was like 500,000 points, just in that one rotation. I noticed. So I don't know. Anybody else out there, if Rage worked better on your Moon Knight than Energy, let me know. But yeah, I think that's definitely a rare occurrence right there. Next up is from Silent Knight 89. Man, this guy figured out Gambit skill rotation just by reading the skill description, not just jumped out to KNULL and talking nonsense. I'm guessing maybe you saw somebody else doing that. Yeah, I've seen that too. I'm not gonna name names, but I've seen people do it, and it's a little frustrating. Definitely one of the nicest and one of the most helpful MFF YouTuber out there. Keep up with the great work, man. Definitely deserve more subscriber. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. You know, I get a lot of love like this, and it really means a lot. You know, keep in mind that you know, I mentioned this, you know, a little earlier, that channel's less than 2 months, and I would imagine that, you know, it seems like things are picking up speed. They're picking up speed. and I'm sure the universe will come full circle and give the channel what it deserves, right? Things usually have a way of working out like that. But I appreciate the nice words. All right, next up. This is the last one, by the way. Surprising DRX. Imagine a double Gambit in DRX. Only Chuck Norris is faster. Oh, imagine Chuck Norris with a CTP of Chuck Norris, right? Yeah, that would just, I mean, Stryfe would just be done. It would be a one-shot. Go through all the phases. All right, so that is that. That's it for all of the all the comments, all the roast account lookups, this and that. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Let's get down to business. All right, some things to note with Cable's rotation and his skills. Okay, so 2, there's the crit rate buff, right? And okay, so I think this is how the rotation is going to play out. So and with energy, it might change a little bit. I haven't tried him with energy yet. I actually haven't tried him much with rage either. So hold the criticism, but I think we should be all right. So I think his rotation is going to look like this: 3 splash, 4 pull back, and then once he throws the sword, you go into the 2. And the important thing on 5 is, okay, pay attention to where Cable's icon is, right up here where I'm clicking these things. It's for 0.1 second. You'll be able to see it on here. It's activates the following effects for 0.1 second. Activation when attacking a supervillain type enemy. You increase the damage by 50% by 1 attack. But you have to wait until he throws the sword. So boom, and then you can go into the 2. Okay, and it's going to look like this. So first rotation is 3 splash, 4 pull back, 5, and then into the 2. And then on the next rotation, you cancel 2 immediately. 3, 5. His rotation is so fast I can't even keep up with the words. But it's 3, 4, 5, 2, and then 2 immediately cancel, 3, 4, 5, tier 3. Now with the energy, it's going to be interesting to see if I'm going to have to cancel 3 right away, because you do get the accumulation right away, but you don't get those beams falling out of the sky. So we're going to have to see if the proc tends to activate once he does that splash, because if it does, then that's definitely where we don't want it, and then we're going to have to start canceling that immediately. So we'll see about that once we once we get the proc on him. We'll be able to see if that's actually the case. All right, let's jump into the world boss. I already showed you his build, right? I already showed you his build. Regular Uru, stage 10, and a rage. Okay, now let's rock and roll into world boss. We're going to see just what the difference is. I'm curious myself. I'm very curious myself. I think he's going to perform much better with an energy, especially on my account. And speaking of which, I think I'm going to do some rolling tomorrow. I have like 20,000 cubes, and I have a good amount of premium cards. So I think we're going to do some rolling tomorrow. Into the actual video. All right. I like it. Yeah, I'm actually not excited about doing this with energy. I know it's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be a pain to actually get that right, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay. I wonder if we can avoid this with this tier 3. Not really. Maybe I should have saved it. Okay. Come on, guys. Seriously? I don't know, are we gonna be fast if we can push him down here? Okay, so 350. That's the fastest one. I think he could even go like a little bit faster. Right? We got stunned at the end there, maybe a few seconds, but it's in that vicinity. All right, now what we're gonna do is okay. So I'm gonna put this Obelisk on him. It's a Immunity to Fear and Mind Resist, but it has a 200 proc. All right, and I think with maybe like my inflated secondary stats that, you know, this could be equivalent to somebody else's account that maybe have a 200 proc with, like, I don't know, you know, crit damage or something else. And we're gonna unequip this rage here. It's actually a really nicely rolled rage. All right, let's unequip this. And it's a shame there's an event tomorrow, but I just don't have the patience. I don't have the patience. Not that one. It is where did you go? Here we go. All right, let's equip this because we're gonna be destroying it. So where do his stats fall? Okay, so we're missing a little crit rate, but you know, the crit rate from the 2 we should be okay with that. We should be okay with that. Right? Because that's what, 30 or 35%, 30%, and we're at. So we'll be just about there. We'll be just about there. Okay, so let's see how this man performs with this proc Obelisk. I'm anxious to see. I have to think that, you know, might take a few tries to get. Okay, actually we proc pretty good. That proc worked out just fine. These tornadoes. I need to pick a stage that doesn't. No bueno. No bueno. That proc activated and not where we wanted it to. I don't think this run's going to be any better. Okay, that's just no good. I don't know. I might just clock that time. You know, I'll give it like 337 maybe. Just because it you know, we got snagged up at the end, and that was kind of baloney, right? That was baloney. There we go. There we go. That's a really good proc. That's the proc I'm talking about. Wow. How is it so much different? I don't, you know, things just must have worked out very well that time. Things lined perfectly. Did we lose it? Did we lose it? Nope, we did not lose it. I love it. I love it. Wow. Wow. Okay. Good. So I think we can avoid this, but tornadoes are coming. Yeah, sorry, I'm not taught. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, we lost the proc somewhere there. It's alright. Okay, there it is. There it is. Wow, we're going to take him down. Can we take him down here? I hit the 2 prematurely. I matched the time. I knew it. I knew I was going to match the time. 348. 348 with the Obelisk. I matched the rage time with an Obelisk. So if you get those skills canceling just right, you could do some serious damage with Cable. And I like the fact that the Obelisk actually the timer disappears, so you can kind of gauge, you know, like when you're canceling the skills and you know, when the proc's actually disappearing. It might, you know, I don't know. I almost kind of want to do a little more practice, a little more testing with this with the proc Obelisk, but making a video and can't really do that. So that's excellent. I can't believe I matched the rage time with an Obelisk. That's amazing. That's amazing to me. That's pretty funny. So let's go ahead now and let's take okay, let's go to our team. Let's go to Cable, and okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the energy on him. Put the energy on him. Where is it? So I'm going to give him this one here. I'm going to give him the one with beatdown. Yes. That hurts, man. I'm destroying some decent obelisks. I mean, this one has, you know, the fear. It's got the 200 proc, though. It's got 200 proc, which is pretty good. All right, so let's, yep, this is the right one. Let's throw this on our man Cable here. Okay, so we're going to go back in. I'm not going to do anything else to his build. It's just going to be the energy is going to be the only difference here. And then I'm going to, you know, give him some Odins Blessings, get that ISO 8 set completely finished. and see what the difference is there. All right, so I think I'm going to try not to charge up the... Okay, so yeah, that's his... Okay. Yeah, it's going to activate like every other rotation. I think we got it there. I don't know. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, push me back again. Thank you, buddy. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Is he going to take him all the way down? Nope. Close. Close. Okay. .405. 405 on the first run. Much, much faster. I want to say that this is probably going to be the biggest difference on a character from swapping Rage to Energy. Or maybe Moon Knight. Maybe Moon Knight. I have to go look and see what his time was, but I mean, this is... No, yeah, I think Moon Knight was actually was a lot faster with the Energy compared to Rage. Like, a lot faster. But this is still a crazy increase. Let's see if we can avoid getting just bombarded by tornadoes and then hit with the symbiote stuff. Okay, it's like so many tornadoes. There we go. Okay, we definitely got proc that time. We definitely 100% got proc. And yes, there we go. That's what we're looking for. That's exactly what we're looking for. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we should be able to... Okay, let's not get snagged up here. And we got proc. You could totally tell we got proc. And we got proc there. 415. 415. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. And that's, I think it's just mainly due to the gameplay. You know, with Rage, it's not as important to keep that rotation like super duper tight like that. But with Energy, it makes so much of a difference. Like, I might just put one of the runs in, but on some of the previous runs, some of the blooper runs, it's like, you know, on the tier 3, it's doing like half the damage if you don't get it just right. And you know, you just got to pay attention to what's actually going on. All right, so this time I'll actually try to activate the beatdown. I don't know if anybody's really that curious about it, but I was planning on doing that like when I built them up fully. So here, let's try to act. The proc just activated a little early on us there. But I don't know, maybe you know, you just play not really paying attention to the beatdown, or maybe I just want it on the tier 3 rotation. There we go, there we go. Yeah, we definitely want it on this rotation. Wow, yeah. I mean, because I was taking them down to like 40. It was like 45 on a good proc, and I mean, look where we're at. Nice, nice. Yeah, okay, so we definitely want this. Definitely want this here. There we go, there we go. We got it, we got it. Yep, okay. 417, 418. Okay, so it's only a couple seconds faster. It's only a couple seconds faster. You know, trying to prioritize the beatdown, and you know, some of that could be offset by like you're actually running around trying to charge it up. So if you have opportunities to do that, like if you're avoiding some attacks, you know, it could work out to be a little bit better in certain cases like that, if you get what I'm saying. All right, now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in and I am going to change this man's build around. We're gonna stock him up. We're gonna treat him nice, because I think this man seems like he could do some serious work. I mean, he's keeping up with. And now if you remember, Moon Knight, he was 416. I clocked him at 416 on the Gambit video, and he's already faster than him with no Odins Blessings. So let me get this done, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. I went ahead and I stacked this man up with 14 Odins Blessings. And I did that number because that's the same exact number that I gave Gambit. And what I'm going to do is, after, you know, we run Cable and clock his time, we're gonna pull Gambit in and we're going to clock his time. We're actually going to see who is better between the two of these guys, between the two of these characters, because they basically have the same exact build. Check it out. 14 Odins Blessings, fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk, and an energy with beatdown. Now if we go to Gambit's build, like if you didn't see my Gambit video, I suggest you check that out, because if I do say so myself, it's a pretty good video. Gambit has 14 Odin's Blessings, fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk, and a mighty energy with beatdown. The only thing is, Cable's does have a little bit more ignore dodge. You'll see how much. His was 27 and his is 35. So okay, so about 8%, which it's not too much. It's the same build. All right, let's go in and let's see the difference in the damage. And so I want to say that I got a pretty good run on him with the before this, the 418. So I'll try to match that, you know, to avoid things like getting snagged up, and, you know, make sure the proc is right, just so we can get a fair comparison. We didn't want to do that. Oh my god. Yeah, so we actually, it works out to, you know, work not in our favor if we push him down. If we push him down too far. Okay, so we want to push him down through both phases all at once. There we go. Okay, that's exactly what we want. Wow. Okay, so yeah, you could totally tell. You could see the difference, right? You could see the difference right there. Beforehand, it wasn't doing that much damage, and the way that this stage is set up at this level, at stage 14, it's working out where, you know, it's just the way the mechanics are. It's not going to allow you to finish this stage faster. Okay, so it was like a couple seconds faster. It was like 420, right? It was like 420. So, but, you know, I probably should have did it at a higher stage. I didn't, you know, how could I realize that, you know, it was going to work out this way? I mean, Gambit, he's you know, he's breezing through this. He's breezing through this. The only person that's faster is Moonstone. I mean, you know, I'll have to compare him with like Ghost Rider. Maybe I'll do that in another video, like all the super metas. I'm pretty sure Sentry and KNULL were clocking in at 420 420. So basically the same time. He's at the same time, and, you know, so he's what, 6 Odin's Blessings shy of those guys. You know, I might just go. I mean, Cable seems like a character that is worth it. He seems like a character that's definitely worth giving him a full stack after seeing that. So, you know, let's go ahead and let's run Gambit one time. Let's run Gambit, and, you know, just so we can compare these guys. I'm not going to do, you know, a whole bunch of other tunes. I just wanted you guys to see, you know, what the difference actually is going from, you know, Rage to proc, and then, you know, really stacking his build. But it doesn't seem like we actually did. Oh my god, I hate all these. Okay, we got to do that again. Yeah, from now on, I'm doing stage 13. It seems like you know, 14 is actually almost too easy at this point for certain characters, but it's all mal. So, you know, I can do villains and heroes. I can compare them all in this stage. Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to avoid this. I don't think I can though. No, see, he's coming. He came out, so that's why I'm gonna run closer to him. So less distance I have to run when I'm done getting, you know, trapped up there. Okay, we want to take him down right there, I think. Oh god, really? Yeah, there's not much we can really do about that. We don't have to worry about the goo anymore, at least, right? So maybe, can we take him down here? Why? Okay, so the beatdown didn't actually go off there. Did not go off. so he's 408. Okay, so it was about 404, but I think it could go faster. As you can see, like, for some reason that one rotation, the proc didn't go off, and it would have been down even seconds faster. But you know, cable seems quite a bit better than Gambit. I mean, the thing with Gambit is, you know, he's got that burst damage where you could pop him in, it's 365, boom, and it's really fast. And you know, especially for Null, you can actually attack as you're running. Like when those symbiote things are coming at you, you could probably even attack during that time, right? Get some extra damage in, right? So if you're struggling with the match and you're like, you know, you're right on the brink of clearing it, getting damage in during that time could be the difference maker in that. All right, let's get out of this. All right, so I wanted to check what his time was yesterday. His time was 408. Okay, his time was 408. I know I did it, you know, a little bit faster, and you know, I think I was just having bad luck, and I didn't want to sit there and run it, you know, a ton of times. So 408 seems more accurate for him, but Cable, you know, 420 with the, you know, he's got the same exact build, so you know that's obviously going to stack up. And I think once you get to like higher stages, right, and the damage isn't as, because you could see stage 14 is kind of easy for me right now. So at a more difficult stage, you know, it's gonna, you know, when you're not constantly avoiding the mechanisms and all that, that's when it's gonna matter even more. Trust me when I tell you. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're not subscribed, you know, go ahead and subscribe. All right, here we go. I want to take him into. Nice, he's using that lead. Where is Cable? I gotta find him. There he is. Okay, awesome, awesome. I got him. Oh, we got a Sharon Rogers in there. Got a Sharon Rogers in there. Hopefully she doesn't steal all the damage. Because that could be a little bit of an issue. But in any case, so yeah, I wanted to. Just like I did with Gambit, take him in a Danger Room Extreme and see if he can do anything close to what Gambit did. But sometimes, you know, there are flukes, right? There's flukes. Okay. Definitely, he did not push him down that phase. I don't know what happened there. I actually wasn't paying attention to the proc. I didn't see if that activated or not. But Stryfe moved. In any case, he jumped. So that could be an issue. Okay, we got proc there. Yep, so you can see where our damage scaled to on the side there. Okay, get away from me. Get away from me. Are we hitting them? We are hitting them. Yeah, I think so. You know, it's hard to tell, right? It's hard to tell. So maybe not for Stryfe, or maybe I just need a little practice. I think maybe I didn't get proc. That could have been the case. But I mean, he's not doing bad. Just doesn't seem to be as good as Cable. I know I went a little off rotation there. I hit the 2 first, but I think that was mostly Cable with the damage. Got beat by the Sharon Rogers. But, you know, she's really good for Stryfe. She's really good for Stryfe. But, yeah, I wanted you guys to see what that looks like. It seems like, you know, Gambit, he's easier to play for Danger Room Extreme. And, you know, because that 5th skill, you know, it's going to target him, right? And you can move around with it. Where Cables, it's like you need them in the same place to get all that damage. But, yeah, I wanted you guys to see what that was looking like. So, I think Gambit, he's still, the only one that can beat him, like as mentioned earlier, is Chuck Norris. With CTP of Chuck Norris. Man, that would be OP. So, until next time, I'll see you guys around. So you stay tuned, you stay breezy, but most of all, you stay safe out there, friend.